Oh, welcome back to Kentucky. I'm just as surprised as y'all are. I can't believe I'm back. We drove up last night. Gonna give it 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thanksgiving is Thursday, and we're gonna pull the plug on deer season on Thursday. So, freaking to put the boat in. I don't know if that's a smart decision with it this weather. Now, granted, I've duck hunted for years, and we'd run boats all over the place, but I know that this morning when I woke up in the back of that truck, the inside of the glass was iced over. It was cold. It was bad cold. And I don't know if I'm that tough anymore. Maybe I used to be that tough. And I mean, I feel like I've done some things. I've slept in the back of this truck and all over the country, far and wide. But let me tell you something. Can't get used to getting up in the back of this truck with it 20-something degrees. Ain't much fun about it. But I reckon I'm gonna get this boat in the water. We're gonna go hunting somewhere this morning. Or as long as we can stand it. It may not be long.
Got my hands up. I'm trying to get my hands down in my pockets of these hand warmers. I'm just now getting situated. Y'all can see the sun over my shoulder. You just don't kill big deer doing stupid crap like this. That's the way I feel. But I sat and spun my wheels at the boat ramp forever this morning. Literally, like, got up at 3 o'clock and it's, 20 till 7. I'm just now getting set up. How stupid is that? And it is so quiet in here. I mean, you can hear a mouse fart in here. But who knows? Maybe he's gonna come from the next county, because everything in this county heard me come up and get in his tree. I don't know what's going on. There was a bunch of deer, or it sounded like a bunch. It could have been 2. I just mentioned how loud everything is. I just heard some deer across the bottom from me. It's a big wide bottom, and I could hear them coming off the other side. how many that is. I've seen 5 or 6 shooter deer on this, since I've been hunting this place this year, this season. Since November. And it's not like, I don't know, maybe I am doing something wrong, I don't know. But that big deer just went right down the bottom, and by the time I saw him bump a doe up, and the doe went running up the bottom, because this bottom runs this way and there's a little finger that goes up. Doe ran up that bottom and I saw him give chase. Then I saw a couple other deer run, and I have no idea where those deer came from. Because he walked down this bottom by himself, as far as I know. And it ain't like they can sneak up on you right now. It was so loud, or it has been so loud. But he got in there, and I could just hear deer over the ridge from me just running and just raising all kind of ruckus. I had turned this camera off, anticipating having battery issues today with it being so cold, and about that time you hear antlers clashing down there. It's just been a freaking circus in that bottom. The other tree that I climbed here is 70 yards, straight down there on the toe. If I'd have been in that tree, this whole thing would probably be on the ground by now, looking at a bloody arrow. I can't luck up. Last year, killing a 10-pointer on September 24th sucked all the luck that I had out of a number of deer seasons, I suppose. season. It just ain't my season. I'm pretty sure that's a different shooter. That may have been the second shooter that I just caught a glimpse of, but what a freaking deer. I don't think it was gonna happen. I screwed it up. Doe and young one come down come across the top. Heard them coming, saw them coming, got everything on video. The doe's coming across. I was like, surely there's something following them. Sure enough, here he come. Like a freaking picket fence. He followed them down. I thought, dang it, they gonna go around me. They got down there in the bottom and they stopped. They stayed in there for a little bit. I got the grunt call out. I was gonna try to snort wheeze at him or something if they started going across the bottom, but I didn't hear them walking. I couldn't find them. Finally picked the doe out right at the bottom of the hill down here about 75 yards. And I was trying to get footage of her. And about that time she busted, like, you know, and she came straight freaking to me. So of course I'm thinking he's gonna be behind her, and I go to try to get my bow around the camera, and she catches me getting my bow around the camera. I mean, who knows if it would have worked, but he bumped her and she came up this little finger, and that, I mean, common sense tells me if she keeps coming this way, he will too, and that'll put him in bow range. Finally, I'd have one in bow range. Unreal, what a deer. Just a freaking, oh my God, he's a nice one. Probably the last time I ever see him. Unreal. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Surprises anybody. I think he had got a little sniff of me. The wind's supposed to be out of the south today, even though it's stupid 18 degrees cold, or was 18 degrees cold. It's supposed to be out of the south and then turned into southwest, which would be here, south, and then southwest. I thing is, I'm right over this big old bottom. So I figured even the south side of me, those deer would be a long way away before they smelled me, because my wind would drift a long way. All the deer I've seen that wrapped around the bottom have been south of me. Nothing smelled me because I've been so high above it. The wind's not doing south anymore. It's west, straight west. But that being said, that deer came straight from the south, went across the bottom, came up on my side. And I thought he was fixing to come up here and do it perfect. And he ain't half the deer of the two that I've already seen this morning, but he was solid. And if he came up here beautifully, he was going to get it. But as you saw, he didn't. He was at 35 yards, and I was ranging him and trying to figure out if I could duck or lean or whatever, because I could tell he had gotten a sniff of me. He'd gotten, just froze. One of those, like they hit you and they freeze and they just like, they don't want to move, like they're hidden or something. But I have no shot down there, just limbs and crap everywhere. Hit him with the rangefinder at 35. Alright, we're gonna make a shift. It's about 12:30. The wind's supposed to be out of the southwest, which would be, but it's mostly dead west. That little buck, the last little buck we saw about an hour and a half ago, he came through and it's like he hit a wall. And so I'm afraid if that's kind of where those deer, the last group with the shooter, ran off to. I wish I could get in there and hunt them, but with this west-south wind, I can't. I think I know where they're at, but they're going to come back this way, and with a west-south wind, I just don't know if I can make it work. So the first shooter we saw chased those does back in this draw. And when we hear again west, would flood this place. I think what we're going to do, we're going to get out and drop some milkweed when we get down there, and hopefully land in the middle, like in the mouth of this bottom down here, since the evening everything should be dropping, and the west-southwest should pull our wind out in the bottom, and hopefully we catch them cutting the corner like I've seen them do a couple times now, like he did this morning. Just, man, so many little things. If it just went right, we could be on one right now. Ended up seeing those 4 does and had one more big doe come by right at last light just a minute ago. Kind of took the same path. No hiding her hair from her shooter, so another day. This one's slap full of shooter deer and not a shot taken.
Hey, we appreciate you guys joining us for this video. If you like this one, you'll probably like the next one. I'll leave it up here in the corner. Don't forget to subscribe and follow along with us. We'll leave our social media links down in the description below. That's also where you'll be able to find links on the turkey calls we use and the apparel we wear and that kind of stuff. So you can find that in that little drop down description below. And as always, we sure appreciate you guys following along.